Good morning, students. Today I am going to share with you the first chapter of Hornbill, The Portrait of a Lady, and it's a very important chapter for you all. So, to share with you about Khushwant Singh, the author, the writer of this story. Khushwant Singh was born on 2nd February 1915. He was an Indian author, lawyer, diplomat, journalist, and politician. His experience in the 1947 partition of India inspired him to write Train to Pakistan, and which made him become famous, and his novel was also well known all over the Indian subcontinent. Khushwant Singh was awarded by Padma Bhushan in the year 1974. However, he returned the award in 1984 in the protest against the operation against the Blue Star, in which the Indian Army raided Amritsar. In 2007, he was awarded with Padma Vibhushan, the second highest civilian award in India. So, to begin with the chapter summary of the Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. The Portrait of a Lady is written in first person and is in the biographical mode. In this story, the writer gives a detailed account of his grandmother, with whom he had a long association. Khushwant Singh also recalls his grandmother as short, fat, and slightly bent. Her white clothes with one hand, her silver hair which was scattered untidily on her wrinkled face, and she hobbled around the house in the white clothes, with one hand resting on her wrist and the other telling the beads of a rosary. Khushwant Singh remembers her as not very pretty, but always beautiful. He compares her serene face to that of winter landscape in this chapter. During her long stay in the village, grandmother waking up in the morning, plastered his wooden slate, prepared his breakfast, and escorted him to school. While he studied alphabets, she read the scriptures in the temple attached to the school, and on the way back home, she fed stale chapatis to the stray dogs. The turning point in their relationship came when they went to live in the city. Now the author went to the city school in a motor bus and studied English, law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, and many more things, which could not be understood at all by the grandmother. Grandmother could no longer accompany him to school nor help him in his studies. She was quite upset, and there was no teaching of God and scriptures at city school. Instead, he was given music lesson, which according to her was not meant for gentlefolk. But she said nothing. When Khushwant Singh went to the university, he was given a separate room. The common link of their friendship was snapped. Grandmother rarely talked to anyone now at home. She spent most of her time sitting beside her spinning wheel, reciting prayers and feeding the sparrows in the afternoon. When the author left for abroad for higher studies, grandmother did not get disturbed. Rather, she saw him off at the railway station. Seeing her old age, the narrator thought that it was his last meeting with her. But, contrary to his thinking, when he returned after a span of 5 years, grandmother was there to receive him. She celebrated the occasion by singing songs of the homecoming warrior, and she beat the old dilapidated drum along with the other ladies of the neighborhood. Next morning she got ill. Although the doctor said that it was a mild fever and would go away soon. She could foresee that her end was near. She did not want to waste her time talking to anyone. She lay peacefully in bed, praying and telling the beads till her lips stopped moving and her rosary fell from her lifeless finger. To mourn his death, thousands of sparrows flew in and scattered around her body. There was no chirping, and when Khuswant Singh's mother threw breadcrumbs to the sparrows, they took no notice of the bread. They flew away quickly, and when the dead bodies of the grandmother was carried for the last rites, they mourned on it. Now, coming to the characters. The character of grandmother and Khuswant Singh is very important in this chapter. The character of grandmother and Khuswant Singh is very important. Why? Because they are in the lead roles of this story. So coming to grandmother's character. Khuswant Singh's grandmother is described as extremely religious person. She was a very kind lady. She was short, fat, slightly bent. Her face was wrinkled and countless lines were running on her face. She always dressed in spotless cloth. She accepts the speculation when her grandson leaves for higher studies. She was very friendly in nature. As the village, she took feeding to dogs. But now she moved to the city. As there were no city dogs, she had started feeding the sparrows. It used to be the happiest half hour of the day. She took care of all the need of her grandson when he was child and when they live in village. Coming back to Khuswant Singh. Khuswant Singh is the author of this story. He was very attached to her grandmother. Through his story, he tries to thank the grandmother. Whatever her grandmother has done for him, he recounts his childhood days and her relationship with his grandmother. So children, that's all for the chapter detail and the summary. If you have any problem, you can ask me or drop me a message. To like and share the Infinity English Classes channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.